When Meghan married Prince Harry, she thought Harry worth $100 million or even more, only to find out during Oprah Winfrey interview, especially that time when Harry revealed that he was cut off from any financial help from his father. Meghan Markle, in one report, was shocked that Harry was not worth the money she thought he was. And so now Meghan Markle is becoming very, very tired of Harry. She is now looking for a way out. In fact, according to Tom Bauer, he is saying that Meghan Markle in just 2 years will say this word, "This is enough," and should negotiate some sort of deal with King Charles to break the marriage. End quote. Coming from Tom Bauer. Meghan Markle, the duplicitous person, the one who always wanted money, at the core of all of it was attention, money, name, fame, now is getting very, very tired of dealing with this little boy, Harry. At the same time, Harry, in many, many reports, suggests that Harry is becoming ever more needy and clingy to Meghan Markle. Tom Bauer, the veteran biographer and author of the recent headline-grabbing Revenge, as you can see on the screen, Harry and Meghan and the war between the Windsor has told Page 6, quote, "There are many now in London who say that Meghan is tiring of Harry." Again, this vibe is coming from London itself, from the people of UK. They speculate that in 2 years she will say this is enough and that should negotiate some sort of deal with King Charles to break the marriage. In another report from the same publication, Bauer also said, "I think the funeral awakened some misery in him, that he was so cut off from his family and friends and was an outsider. And I think that puts great pressure on their relationship." In that same piece, Bauer said that the Duke, quote, "clings," end quote, "to his wife like a needy man, like a life raft, and that Harry had been left damaged," quote unquote, and very, quote unquote, disturbed by the disintegration of his parents' marriage and mother's death. Guys, one thing we can say without any doubt, that Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, they are not having good time. We see a lot of pictures in public showing them how lovey-dovey they are, but looking at some of the facts and some of the things they have said, looking at what the experts are saying, we can easily say that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, they are not happy. Financially, they are broke. They have to spend millions of dollars every year to maintain their lifestyle. And so when you do this without having any real source of income, you are bound to doom. So how much store should we put in Brown's jesting and Bauer's claims? On one hand, there is the fact that according to no less of a source than Meghan Markle herself, the series they are working on for Netflix is a documentary about their quote-unquote love story, end quote, telling the cut in August, "The piece of my life I haven't been able to share, that people haven't been able to see, is our love story." Guys, I said this when they were in UK. I said that Meghan intentionally held hand of Harry to show the whole world that they were in love. And not only that, she also wanted to film for Netflix. And so when the title of this docuseries would be about love and affection and care for each other, what do you expect Harry and Meghan would do during the Queen's funeral? Of course, they're going to hold hands. Of course, they're going to show exactly what they will show in Netflix. And this is why I also said, guys, that this duplicitous duo, they were actually filming for Netflix during their trip to the UK, especially during the Queen's funeral. If you still argue, if you have any doubt, here you have it. In pretty much every single image of the Sussexes, they are touching in some way or beaming at one another or both. This was coming from Netflix. Netflix pushed them to show public affection. Netflix pushed them, if you do not hold hands, if you do not break royal protocol, if you do not show love in public, then we are done because you will prove nothing in our show. So you better hold hand. So when we see them going to the Invictus game to the Netherlands, we see them holding hands. When we see them going for the Queen's funeral, I mean, at a moment where people are there to remember the Queen, we see them holding hands. How weird, how bizarre that is. This is like not normal. Everybody caught that Meghan and Harry, they were not behaving normal. However, that does not mean that everything is necessarily smooth sailing. The duo now face a series of stressors in their life. There is the money side of things, with the couple now responsible for footing their estimated 3.1 to 4.7 million security bill based on 4 estimates provided by security experts to Forbes, and maintaining 15 million mortgage they took out in 2020 when they bought their 16 low Montecito mansion. Why Harry was so desperate? This also answers the question about his security coming from the monarch itself, not paying anything from his pocket, is because if he has to pay from his pocket, which he doesn't have to begin with any money, he will have to pay, as it said, 3.1 to 4.7 million dollar, man. I mean, this is mind-boggling how much money he will have to spend, and this money he doesn't have a single penny. So no wonder he took this matter to the court, telling the court, do not tell anybody I came to you guys. Remember, the court document showed that Harry didn't want to make it public. Now you have it. The main reason behind it is because he doesn't have the money to provide for his own security, and this is why he's now so desperate to have the royal title again, because if he doesn't have royal titles for his kids, then they will have to provide for their own security. The British monarch will not pay any money. The way they are footing those bills is via their whopping 200 million odd worth of deals, reportedly with Netflix, Spotify, and Penguin Random House, 3 fronts on which their success is far from guaranteed. Of course, I mean, look at this Montecito mansion. Look at this. This is a huge one, and they call it humble cottage. So what is a huge one? What is a mansion? Like, they are changing even the definition of mansion and luxurious lifestyle. But going back to that point, like, yes, Netflix, Spotify is a big flop. Nobody cares what Meghan has to say on Spotify. Netflix is going to be a big flop as well, because too many people are talking about this too often. I mean, it is becoming a bitter thing to even think about Netflix, because it just blew up. And then also Penguin Random House. I mean, yeah, they are not going to publish the memoir, and Harry is asking them to change. So they're not going to publish the memoir unless they include those, their truth in that memoir, because at the end of the day, they also have to make money, right? And they will not be able to make any money if Harry, Meghan, they do not allow them to publish those bombshells, or I should not call them bombshells, but those lies, porkies, those trashy words against their own family members. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.